He's at an arena. Make it very loud for the very funny Blind Dave, everybody!
Keep going left. There we go.
See, I was gonna open by saying "What's up, Swiss Chalet," but he ruined that shit. All right, we've already heard a few groaners. Y'all want to hear one more? It's pretty bad. Yeah. All right. So, does it make me a bad person if the first thing I thought when I heard that the U.S. Army bombed an all-girls school was, I guess Trump found another way to fuck little girls? Too much? I'll spend the rest of my time trying to make it up to you, I'm sorry. Did y'all hear that RFK now has a podcast? It's like a health advice podcast. I'm thinking maybe taking health advice from a guy who doesn't want this is not a good idea. Also, I'm just wondering, is it too soon to start talking to him about one of those Stephen Hawking voice machine things? Too soon? I'm asking for a non-friend, I don't know, whatever. So, I had another joke I want to tell you. Oh yeah, I adopted a cat the other day. I know y'all adopt people hate cats. Went to the SPCA, adopted a cat. He's cute as fuck and he's playful as hell. He scratched my index finger the other day. Now I have dyslexia. I wasn't sure. Thanks, guys. All right, y'all heard a lot of complaining already about dating, but honestly, I can't think it's that bad for y'all. It could be worse. At least y'all can't be catfished in person. I'm gonna get into it. I mean, like, dating apps. Anybody else on them? I'm not gonna be able to place the ladies who said that earlier, but you all can talk to me after if you want. It's actually, I can imagine it being a little intimidating for a new girl coming with to hit on a blind guy, because like I'm not gonna come to you, right? But I can also imagine it's a little intimidating because like, you know my friends are gonna tell me what you look like, right? Yeah, it's okay, I don't have that many friends, you're fine. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna criticize the way y'all ladies rate your profiles on the dating apps. I know a lot of y'all are better than us, but some of us aren't, so great, so whatever. I'm curious why every girl's profile that says, "I hate men who lie," only has pictures from here up. Just curious. I'm also wondering why is it okay for ladies to say, "I won't date a man who doesn't drive," but then if I say it, it's a fucking weird thing? Oh, sorry, man, nah, it's ladies, I date ladies, but you know what I meant. I'm curious also, why do y'all keep saying the most obvious fucking shit about who you are? Coffee is not a personality type. I love music. That shit's only interesting if we're on a dating app for the deaf. I almost said blind, but that wouldn't have been as interesting. So, y'all want to know why it's less demeaning to go on a first date with a blind guy? Because if I'm staring at your boobs, you know it's an accident. Y'all want to know why it's safer? It's really hard to get an Uber to drop us off in the middle of the forest or field. And honestly, it's hard to get roofied if I have to ask for directions to your glass. All right, so first date's happening, and at the end of it, look, guys, I'm charming. You're gonna want to make out with me. And after a while, after the kissing, I'm gonna ask, and consent is my biggest turn on, so I'm gonna ask, can I choke you a little bit? And usually I get a yes, so I get to it, and they keep telling me how hot it is. Until I tell him that's how I check for an Adam's apple. There are some benefits, some pros and cons to dating a blind guy. Con, you know I'm not gonna pick you up from the bar when you're drunk. Pro, you know I got that Uber One money. Pro, you can eat chicken wings with impunity. Con, I ain't gonna be able to tell you if there's sauce on your face. Pro, you know I have no choice but to listen when you speak. Con, I'm gonna hear all the stupid shit you say. Extra con, it doesn't matter how much cleavage you're showing. So after the first date, you know, we're gonna get into a relationship, whatever, it's gonna happen. Sex eventually happens. I say eventually, come on again, I'm super charming. Let's be honest. But I definitely prefer girls who are loud in bed. It's the only way I know for sure that I'm not just humping a pillow. All you ladies keep telling me how adventurous you are. I found a new way for y'all to play a much less deadly version of Russian roulette. I call it doggy style with a blind guy. I told that joke to a friend not too long ago, and he's like, I don't get it. But he came back to me 10 minutes later, he said, I got a joke for you. And I was like, okay, let's hear it. And he said, I don't know if I'm into anal, but some of y'all pussies sure smell like shit. That one has more of a bang than mine, but I like mine too. Alright, I'm assuming my time's almost up. So I'm gonna end with one more. I'm gonna ask, does it still count as chivalry if when I walk a girl to a car, she's gotta walk me back? Alright, let's get Brendan Greenwood.